Holocaust survivors telling their stories to new generations, part of a really intensely fabulous interactive exhibit at the Holocaust Museum in Los Angeles. This is something right in our own city. Bob DeCastro's there this morning, and they had to close for a period like everything did during the pandemic, and they're back and ready to make sure that this part of history is never forgotten.
Never forgotten, and Steve, my photographer, and I have really been immersed in this. The new exhibit really ties everything really together. Let me show you some of the things that you'll see here. There are so many of these artifacts. This is actually artifacts on loan from Auschwitz, so you can see much of that, and there are so many stories that are to be told. I've never been here before, but this is the oldest Holocaust museum in the country, and it was founded by Holocaust survivors. An amazing building. This is Beth. She's the CEO of the Holocaust Museum LA, and this is the brand new exhibit. We're going to take you inside, right? Tell us about what we're going to experience here.
This is the USC Show of Foundations, Dimensions, and Testimony exhibit, and this is Holocaust survivor Renee Firestone, and we're going to ask her a question.
So you're able to have these one-on-one conversations with these Holocaust survivor, and we're going to ask her what?
Renee, were you afraid in Auschwitz?
Oh no, I had many times when I thought that that's the end. In Auschwitz, for example, almost every selection, when there were selections, I knew that I could be one any minute. No, fear of death was there all the time. We never felt safe enough, thinking that, yes, I will survive. Never.
She is 97 years old. She's still with us, and let's go outside here. I know it's really dark inside because you can have these really incredible conversations, but you can sit here. You could really spend hours because they really documented her entire experience. How do they do that?
That's correct. They used 116 cameras to film her. They asked her tens of thousands of questions over the course of about 5 days. And so you can ask her anything from, about her childhood, about did she experience anti-Semitism growing up? What did she do for a living? How did she get to Los Angeles? About her family, her favorite color. And you can have an interactive conversation in real time.
Yeah, it'd be wonderful to meet her in person, and what's great is that she's going to be here today as they reopen the museum along with some school children. It is free to the public, by the way, to California residents, because they want to make sure that the Holocaust Museum LA and these stories are accessible to just about anyone, because these stories should not be forgotten. We're going to put the website on the screen there because you do need advanced reservations to get into the museum. But I've spent some time here, Michaela, asking her so many different questions. I mean, she talks about her liberation, her struggles living here, then coming to this country, her interactions with some of the guards inside Auschwitz, and it is really, really a powerful story to be told. We're glad that she is still here to be able to tell those stories, but now her stories will be saved here in perpetuity.
Isn't that remarkable? The idea that we know we won't have these survivors among us for long. She's one of a few that is still living at this point, but to have those stories living on in perpetuity is really profound. We're so fortunate that they've been able to capture these.
Yeah, and obviously these are stories that are relevant today. We can't forget that the hate, the bigotry, all of that could lead to very, very sad things, and it's wonderful that we have this museum here for us to be able to visit. I've never been here before. I'm telling you, it is spectacular.
We must not forget our history, otherwise we'll repeat it, and we can't have that happen. Not again. Not again. All right. Thank you so much, Bob. Thank you for being there.